Hello guys, welcome to another End Times news update. We got some exciting guests planned for the live shows in the near future. Dr. Hugh Ross might be returning soon, along with Vocab Malone near the end of October. So if you're not subscribed already, make sure you do and click the notifications bell. That way you guys will be informed whenever our live shows are starting. Okay guys, let's get into it, shall we? So today is October 22nd, it might be the 23rd by the time this video gets uploaded, 2020, and this is your End Times news report. Before we begin, if you don't mind, just taking a quick second to give the video a like. It really helps the video perform. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Minnesota weather. Record-setting snowstorm drops several inches across the state. It's official. Wednesday's storm is the largest early season storm ever recorded in Minnesota, going back 140 years. WCCO meteorologist Chris Schaefer says this was also the second largest snowfall in October following the 1991 Halloween blizzard. There were some impressive snow totals Tuesday, with 9 inches reported in Lakesville, 8.9 inches in Ellsworth, Wisconsin, and 8 inches in Granite Falls, also 8 inches in Red Wing, and 7.5 inches at the MSP airport. Also, they got 7 inches of snow in Woodbury. I don't know where any of those places are, but I have a lot of American viewers, so I'm sure some of you do. The Minnesota State Patrol says there have been more than 1,100 crashes and spinouts on the state roads Tuesday, but no reported fatalities, so that is good. Xcel Energy said the storm knocked out power for more than 33,000 residents. By late Wednesday night, more than 8,000 Twin Cities residents were still without power. Many lives lost and 101 still missing in monsoon-related disasters in Nepal. A total of 444 people have lost their lives, while 101 others went missing due to various monsoon-related natural disasters since April 2020 in Nepal. The Natural Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Authority released a statement saying what I just said. The calamities include floods, landslides, and lightning strikes, which also resulted in major losses of property and livestock. Since the arrival of monsoon rains in early April, 444 Nepalians have lost their lives, 101 went missing, and 739 were injured in floods, landslides, and lightning across the country. Most of the fatalities were caused by mudslides, which claimed 295 lives, left 64 missing and 223 injured, and 439 livestock lost. Lightning claimed 65 lives, which is pretty crazy, injured 213 people, and killed almost 700 livestock animals. Floods resulted in 42 casualties, 32 others missing, 11 injured, and 272 livestock lost. Fires triggered by severe weather also contributed to the number, as 10 people were killed and 144 people hurt by fire. A total of 1,800 livestock perished in the disasters. The NDRRMA added that damages amounted to around 820 million Nepalese rupees, or about $7 million. Tropical storm Saudel intensifies ahead of landfall over Aurora, Philippines. Tropical storm Saudel, or nicknamed Pepito in the Philippines, is slowly intensifying before its expected landfall over Aurora Province, Philippines, between 10 and 1400 hours UTC on October 22nd, 2020. Saudel is the 17th named storm of the 2020 Pacific typhoon season. I'll try my best, guys, to pronounce some of the names of these towns. The storm will bring moderate to heavy rains over central Luzon, Mimaropa, Camarines Norte, Quezon, Nueva Vizcaya, Quernero, Isabela, I can say that one, mainland Cagayan, La Union, Pangasinan, and Benguet on Tuesday through Wednesday, October 20 to 21st. Light to moderate with at times heavy rains will be experienced over Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon, Western Visayas, Zamboanga Peninsula, and Bangsamoro, said, warning of flooding and landslides, especially in areas that are highly or very highly susceptible to these hazards. Okay. Several areas already reported landslides, flooding, and wind damage. In Nagan, Kuzan province, heavy rains triggered landslides and caused rivers to overflow. This is happening more and more all around the world, guys. As you can tell, these storms are intensifying, they're getting worse and more frequent. In Maracana City, strong winds caused trees to collapse in a house and 2 vehicles. Poland abortion ruling. Police use pepper spray against protesters. Police in Poland have used pepper spray against hundreds of people protesting in Warsaw against a court ruling that almost completely bans abortions. Protesters clashed with riot police outside the home of Deputy Prime Minister Jarosław Kaczynski. It follows Thursday's ruling from the top court that ending the life of a deformed fetus is unconstitutional. What that means is abortion is only valid in cases of rape or incest or to protect the mother's life. Poland's abortion laws were already among the strictest in Europe, and it's estimated that about 100,000 women seek a termination, let's just call it what it is, a murder, abroad each year to get around the tight restrictions. In Warsaw, hundreds of people marched from the court to the home of Jarosław Kaczynski, who heads the governing Law and Justice Party, to vent their anger at the ruling. Some even held candles or carried signs with the word torture on them. Police said officers used pepper spray and physical force when some protesters threw stones and tried to push through the cordon around the house. A spokesman said 15 people were detained. Waterspout outbreak and flooding hit southern Greece. Flooding and waterspout outbreak hit southern Greece after heavy rain struck the islands on Wednesday, October 21st, 2020. Several people were trapped in floodwaters but were successfully rescued. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. According to the World Meteorological Organization, say that 10 times really fast, Crete's capital Herlikonion recorded 138 millimeters or 5.4 inches in only a 24-hour period, while Karpathos in Decadenese registered 9.6 inches in only 24 hours. The Greek fire service responded to 18 incidents of flooding and rescued several people trapped in floodwaters, including 3 people who were stuck in their vehicles in areas around Heracleion. Flooding hit 30 points in the area of Nia Elkanasos, where firefighters had to pump water from roads. There will be a very big problem and the citizens must stay in their homes so that we do not have some tragic development, said George Sekalas, the commander of the fire service of Heracleion, as he urged residents to remain indoors in such events. Just past noon on Wednesday, a waterspout or massive water tornado outbreak occurred and was visible in the Santorian Roads and Naxos. The water tornadoes formed offshore of the islands, startling nearby residents and witnesses. Yeah, I'd say they're scary looking. In Naxos, the waterspout disappeared and headed off toward Paros. In Aurora days, the twisters were spotted in the areas of Afandu and Panagia Sambikos. China steps up war preparations with hypersonic missile deployment across from Taiwan. China's People's Liberation Army, or the PLA, has reportedly deployed hypersonic missiles across from Taiwan, Hong Kong media reported on Sunday, sparking concern about war preparations. The South China Morning Post, citing anonymous military observers and sources, said missile bases along southeast China were upgraded with Dongfang 17 or the DF-17 hypersonic missiles. The SCMP said the new hypersonic missiles are deployed at bases located in the Fujian and Xinjiang provinces, which are in striking range of Taiwan. Beijing's increased militarization of its southeast coast is very suggestive of preparations for an invasion. This time last year, Taiwan's Foreign Minister Joseph Wu, that was easy to pronounce, sounded the alarm about a potential invasion. He said if, for whatever reason, China's economy crashed, the communist government would invade Taiwan to divert attention from the domestic economic woes. Although Taiwan's government claims itself as an independent country called the Republic of China, Beijing considers it a Chinese province that must rejoin the mainland. Relations between Beijing and Taipei had deteriorated since Tsai Ing-wen from the Independence Learning Democratic Progressive Party was elected president in 2016. She has since then frequently rejected the One China principle. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to do an episode on the Pope next, so make sure to catch that one. Please subscribe, guys, if you have not done so already, and God bless you all and your families.